channel. How are you today? All right, so today we're going to be walking us through how we created, how we worked, essentially drew and created a particular circular motif we needed for a project. All right, we searched online, we found some, similar stuff, but yeah, they didn't quite do it for us. So what we wanted was a pattern that will end up with about 12 shells. All right, however, starting out we needed more stitches to start out, so rather than work with, I'm going to just draw this. So rather than work with a magic circle, right, we decided that we're going to work with chains. Yeah, so our foundation chains were 7 in number. 7, right? Yeah, and then we slip stitch first stitch into the last stitch into the first stitch, of course, and then into this tiny little circle that the chain forms in there, right inside there, we're going to be inserting 16 double crochet stitches. So of course, as we know, a chain up 3 represents a double crochet stitch. All right, so what I'm going to do is just find the coordinates, sort of, yeah, here, and find another one here, insert another one here, maybe put in another one here, one more here, find out how many we got left, and fix them up in the middle. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All right, so that what I'm going to do now is insert, between all of these two, 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So altogether we now have 16 double crochet stitches. All right, so now into each of these double crochet stitches we're going to be working 2 double crochet stitches together. So they should look something like this, right? Look at it there, right? 2 double crochet stitches together, and we're going to chain 2. So 2 double crochet stitches together, chain 2, 2 double crochet stitches together, chain 2. So 2 double, I'm going to draw up all of the 2 double crochet stitches first of all. All right, because they are double crochet stitches, I'm going to put this in there so that you would remember that they are double crochet stitches. Now do not forget that we parted each of these 2 double crochet stitches together with 2 chains. So chain 2, double crochet together into the DC in the row below, chain 2, double crochet together into the double crochet in the previous row, like this. So this is what this is going to look like, and then row 2 is done. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like. That's row 2. All right, essentially this was a foundation. Double crochet row is the row 1, and then this double crochet 2 together is the row 3. So next, what we're going to do is that we're going to be using this chain spaces. We're going to be inserting alternating V stitches with chains and double crochet, single double crochet stitches in it. So let me just go ahead and show us. So into this space, let us say this is where we started from. So here, right here is also going to be chains, right? So in here, I'm going to be inserting into this chain space. Yeah, so into this chain space, I have a V stitch parted by chain, yeah, then a chain, then a single double crochet stitch. So then I'm going to have V stitch inside this one, a single double crochet stitch, a V stitch inside this one, a single double crochet stitch inside this one V. So I'm going to be alternating V stitches and single double crochet stitch, across board. So in this particular row, this is what it's going to look like. Yeah, so V stitch, sorry, this is a, see, this is a a single double crochet stitch. So yep, V stitch here, single double crochet stitch right there, a V stitch here, a single double crochet stitch right there. Now remember that each of these stitches are going to be separated by a chain. So chain between the V, chain, 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 chain. The V's, remember that the V stitches are double crochet stitches separated by chains. So let me finish inserting the chains and then I'll come show you what that looks like up close. So yep, that's it. Don't get it twisted. That's a double crochet stitch right there. So V stitch, double crochet V, double crochet V, double crochet, like alternate all of that with chains between all of them. The V stitches, remember that they have chains in between. Need to check my own drawing to be sure that I have chains in between them. And then once that row is done, the next row we're going to do is V stitches into every chain one space. V stitches into every chain one space. So I'm coming back up to, so remember that this is a chain up, right? So I'm coming back up to that point because this is where my work would have ended. I would have had to slip stitch into this space right there. So my next row, I'm going to be inserting V stitches into every chain one space. So V stitch here, V stitch here, V stitch here, V stitch here. Yeah, V stitch here, 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 V stitch right here, V stitch, and this our V stitch is two double crochet stitches, yeah, with a chain in between. So two double crochet stitches with a chain in between. So two double crochet stitches with a chain in between. So yeah, and the like I said, yeah, two double crochet stitches. All of these are double crochet stitches, double crochet stitches, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch. Yep, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch. Yeah, all of the yeah into the chain one space in the previous row. We're going to be inserting V stitches, your double crochet V stitches. Yeah, so double crochet V stitches, remember, will have chains between them, as in, yeah, inside of them. So your V stitches consist of double crochet stitch, chain, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch, chain, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch, chain, double crochet stitch into each chain space from the row below. So that's what this would look like. So your next row is gonna be, you're gonna be working up. Where's that my start point? This is my start point. So this stitch is essentially here, chain up. All right, so that means you're going to be chaining three and an extra one, three and an extra one here, three and an extra one. All right, so the next row consists of a single crochet stitch into this space right here, into the spaces between the V's. So between all of these V stitches, you're going to insert a single crochet stitch. Yeah, and then what will join that single crochet stitch to the other single crochet stitch between the other set of V's is chain 4. All right, so single crochet stitch right here, single crochet stitch right here, single crochet here, single crochet here, single crochet here, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet right there, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, like that. Yeah, right there between the V stitches, single crochet stitch. Yep, that's it. So we'll have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So our stitches have grown, so to speak, from the original 16 that we started with. So we have that. You have the single crochet stitches there. So what joins the single crochet stitches are 4 chains. So single crochet stitch, chain 4, 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 4 chains between each single crochet, between the single crochet stitches. The single crochet stitches sit between the V stitches from the previous row, right? So, and as you walk the single crochet stitches, you insert, there are chains, connecting one single crochet stitch to the other. Okay, 4 chains connecting one single crochet stitch to the other, right? So that's what it's going to look like, that particular row. It will end up looking like waves, though. At the end of the day, it is single crochet stitch. It's already the chains right here. You can make yours 5 if you want to give it a more curve, to give it a more obvious curve, right? So now that that is done, what we're going to do next is the final row. The final row is the shell row. So this shell row right now, the shells are going to be inserted in the chain 4 spaces. So this is where your the shells are going to be. And then above, yeah, you put a shell in there, and then a single crochet here, a shell in there, single crochet here, shell in there. Each of these work that I've just mentioned are going to be parted with a chain. So watch. So I'm going to start out here. So chain up 3 and then work the remaining 4. So as I said, they're going to be 5. Work the remaining 4, right? And then into the space here, chain here. Yeah, chain there also. Yeah, chain here. So you have that. Okay, so for the final row, actually, what happens is that you start out with the single crochet spot. All right, so this spot right here is supposed to carry my single crochet, but because I've already worked these shells, I've been drawn the shells there. When I'm working it, actually, I'm going to show you. So essentially, if I have to, if this were the beginning, so to speak, if this were where I had slip stitched, I would chain until I get into the space, and then insert my single crochet stitch right there and chain, and then walk my 5 double crochet stitches, and then chain, insert a single crochet stitch there and chain, and then walk the 5 double crochet stitches, 3, 4, and 5, and chain, right? And then insert the single crochet stitch right there and chain again, you see, and then insert my 5 double crochet stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, and chain, and then single crochet stitch right there and chain again, then insert my 5 double crochet stitches, yeah, chain, single crochet stitch right here and chain, 5 double crochet stitches and chain, single crochet stitch into that next. So you see that we alternate. This chain space has the 4 chain space has shells, has the 5 double crochet shell. The next chain space has a single crochet, all parted with these chains. You can make these chains too if you want a more let's say a more curvy shell. All right, so I just continue inserting my chain, single crochet stitch and chain, right? Then my five in there, and chain, single crochet stitch, chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain, single crochet stitch, chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain, single crochet stitch, and chain. A lot of my students do not enjoy this part of the work, but it is a very essential part of the work if you do not want to depend on other people for patterns all the time. So you can always create yours, all right? You can always create your own patterns. Also, again, for the shells, in addition to increasing the number of chains, you can also increase the number of double crochet stitches in there. So the single crochet goes here with another chain, and then the final, yep, final shell. Then you chain and slip stitch into that single crochet stitch right there. This is it. All right, that's what created this. Okay, that's them right there. Okay, yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. I'm gonna insert the video on how we actually work this. So for those who are not so conversant with all the drawing, I'm gonna be actually working one, all right, on camera. So also watch out for that. I will insert the link to that particular video here. Bye for now.